Adaptation in animals. Like plants, animals are found all over the world. Some animals live in cold places. Some animals live in hot places. Some animals live in water. The natural environment of an animal and its community is called habitat. Like plants, animals also adapt themselves to survive in their habitats. There are many habitats on the earth. They are mountains, rainforests, deserts, polar regions, oceans, etc. The climatic conditions of these habitats are different from each other. Animals living in a particular habitat adjust themselves to survive the climatic conditions of the habitat. As you know, this process of adjustments is called adaptation. Adaptation according to the environment. Animals can be classified according to the environment of the places where they live and possess various features which enables them to survive in their own habitat. Terrestrial animals. Animals like cows, tigers and zebras live on land. They are called terrestrial animals. Their body is suited to live on land. Accordingly, they show different adaptive features. Most terrestrial animals have strong legs, which help them to move long distances in search of food. Animals like snakes do not have legs. Snakes live in narrow holes in anthills, trees, or holes made by other animals. So, they curve their bodies and use their belly scales to crawl. Animals like snakes swallow their food as they have no teeth. Terrestrial animals breathe with the help of lungs. They also have sense organs which help them to know changes around them. Insects do not have lungs. They breathe with the help of air holes called spiracles present on their body. They have teeth which help them to eat food. Grass-eating animals like horses and cows have toes in the form of hoops which help them to move on the soft and wet land. Animals in mountains like goats, sheep, and yaks have a thick coat of hair to protect themselves against severe cold. Most birds survive in winter by going to warmer places. This is called migration. They return to their original homes when the winter is over. Camels live in deserts. They are well suited to the hot and waterless environment. Days are hot and nights are cold in deserts. Camels have broad padded feet to walk comfortably on sand. They have long, thick eyelashes to keep them safe from strong sandstorms. Camels have very thick skin that protects them from the sun and the cold. Their bodies are well adapted to save water. They can survive without drinking for days, losing up its body weight. Camels do not store water in their humps, but it is fat which is used up when they need water. They also close their nose during a storm. Polar bears live in the ice-bound habitat. They have a thick fur and a layer of fat under their skin to keep them warm and to survive the cold. Their hair are hollow, which help them to trap heat. The white color also makes them less visible against the white background. This helps them to approach their food without being noticed. Arboreal animals. Animals like monkeys and squirrels spend most of their time in trees. They are called arboreal animals. They are good climbers and leapers. Monkeys have strong arms and claws to cling onto the branches. They use their tail to swing from branch to branch. Squirrels use their bushy tail as a balance when they run. Chameleons have long tails, which also help them to balance their body. Aerial animals. Birds and bats fly in the air. They are called aerial animals. Their bones are light and hollow. They have wings which help them to fly. Bats are not birds. They are mammals. They do not have true wings. They are made up of flap of skins. Aquatic animals. Some animals like fishes, whales and dolphins live in water. Some animals like water birds live near rivers, ponds, lakes, etc. These animals are called aquatic animals. Fishes take oxygen dissolved in water through their gills. They swim with the help of fins and tail. Whales and dolphins do not have gills. They have lungs. They come up to the surface of water and breathe through their nostrils. Turtles, seals and dolphins have oar-like flippers to swim. Water birds like swans, ducks and geese swim in water to find their food. They have webbed feet which help them to swim and paddle in water. Herons, cranes and flamingos have long legs to wade in water. Seals have paddle-shaped limbs that help them row through water. When they dive into water, they hold breath and stay below the surface of water for more than half an hour. Seals have a thick coat of fat which helps to keep them warm. Penguins also live in the ice-bound habitat. They can swim by flapping their modified wings called flippers. They have such a thick and oily skin that they can even survive in the icy water of Antarctica. Amphibians. Animals that can live both in water and on land are called amphibians. Frogs, toads, and salamanders are amphibians. They breathe through their lungs on land. When they are in water, they breathe through their skin. They have webbed hind feet, which help them to move on land and swim in water. Adaptation according to climate. Animals also adapt themselves as the climate changes. Hibernation. Some animals like snakes, lizards, rats, crocodiles and frogs are cold-blooded animals. Their body temperature changes with the temperature of the surroundings. When it is very cold, they undergo a long sleep called hibernation. They eat a lot in summer and store the fat in their bodies for winter months. Migration. In winters, some birds fly away from their homes to warmer places. They go back when winter ends. This seasonal travel is called migration. Adaptation according to eating habits. Some animals eat plants. Some animals eat animals. Some animals eat both plants and animals. On the basis of their eating habits, animals are divided into 4 groups. Herbivores. Animals that eat plants are called herbivores. Cows, giraffes, zebras, sheep, and horses are herbivores. They have sharp cutting teeth in front, which help them to cut grass and leaves. At the back, they have flat and strong grinding teeth, which help them to chew food. An elephant's nose is called trunk. It uses its trunk to break down branches to eat leaves. An elephant has strong grinding teeth in the back of its mouth to chew tough food. It sucks water into its trunk and blows it down its throat. A giraffe is the tallest of all mammals. Its long neck enables it to eat the leaves from tall trees. Carnivores. Animals that eat flesh of other animals are called carnivores. Lions and tigers are carnivores. They have keen eyesight to spot their prey. They have got long and sharp claws and sharp teeth to catch their prey and tear the flesh. Birds like eagles and vultures are scavengers. They feed on dead animals and plant materials present in their habitat. They have keen eyesight to spot the prey. They have sharp, hooked beak and claws to catch their prey and tear the flesh. Omnivores. Animals that eat both plants and the flesh of other animals are called omnivores. Bears and crows are omnivores. Some humans are also omnivores. Parasites. Parasites are small creatures which live on or inside the body of other animals or hosts. They depend on the host for their food. Some animals depend on other animals for their food. They are called parasites. Mosquitoes, leeches, lice, fleas, and bugs suck blood from other animals. Some parasites, like mosquitoes, fleas, and leeches, do not have teeth. They have a needle-like tube to suck blood from other animals. Some parasites, like roundworms, flukes, tapeworms, and hookworms, live inside human or animal bodies. They feed on the nutrients taken by their host animal or human. Adaptation for protection. Animals adapt in many ways to protect themselves from their enemies. Deers run very fast to save themselves from lions, tigers, etc. Rabbits and rats dig burrows deep in the earth to protect themselves. Chameleons change their color so that they can blend with their surroundings. This is called camouflage. You cannot find a leaf insect easily sitting on a leaf. Do you know why? Because it looks like a leaf. Similarly, a stick insect looks like a stick so that it cannot be identified sitting on the stem. The porcupine puffs out the quills. The quills easily come loose if touched and stick to the enemy's skin. They cause painful wounds or infection.